So, going into yesterday's episode of General Hospital, I felt like little happened, um, nothing major. So, let's, I know I'm going out of order, but let's start with some of the stuff that I found interesting, I guess. One second. Okay, so Trina's mom is talking to Carly, and she's sitting there giving her concerns to Carly about Ava. And in the beginning of the conversation, she's talking to Trina. She says like, "Oh, I talked to Trina and stuff like that," and it's all about Ava, 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 Ava this, Ava that, Ava the third. I'm like, wow, you are really showing your jealousy side. But go on, sweetheart, knock yourself out. And talking about all the bad stuff that she's read about her and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, you do realize that Carly's husband Sonny has also had a lot of bad stuff written about him. Hell, Tiger used to go at Sonny all the time, but whatever. Let's just see how well this is gonna play out. So they go back and forth, Carly and Portia, and Carly pretty much just tells her, the history that she's had with Ava. And Ava, Portia's like, "Oh, well, see, yeah, thank you. That's really giving me something to think about." I'm like, come on, here's the thing. You already made up your mind about Ava way before you talked to Carly. So all that was doing was just reaffirming your belief of how much you don't like her. And Carly was just like, "Listen, I made a mistake with Morgan. I forbid Morgan from seeing her, and it just drove him right into Ava's arms." So she was like, "Listen, you just got to limit the contact. Don't forbid her to do it. Just sit there and say, hey, listen, set limits and stuff." I was like, okay, you know what? That's a smart play. Sorry, I had to drink this tea while it's hot. Moving on. Again, I just felt like a lot didn't really happen. So I'm going out of order in this a little bit. I didn't really find these stuff that interesting with the kids and shit. Trina was acting like a bitch for a little bit. I looked at my phone. Next scene, she apologized to Jocelyn, and Jocelyn's like, "No, it's cool, it's fine." They hug and everything like that. I was like, "Okay, whatever, fine." And towards the end, and it's not like we didn't see the shit coming. Trina and Cameron kiss or whatever. So that's the thing. Here's the thing. It's not like we didn't know that Trina didn't like fucking Cameron the entire fucking time. This is one of those things where it's like we're just looking at our watches like, alright, so are you gonna sit there and ask him out? You're gonna sit there and ask her out? It just I'm not gonna lie, it kinda sucks a little bit because it just seems like anyone that Trina's interested in, they pretty much go for Jocelyn. The only reason why, and I hate to sit there and say this, the only reason why I felt like Cameron kissed Trina was just because it was in the moment, and maybe he felt like he couldn't get with Jocelyn, so she was second place. She was a consolation prize. Let's be fucking honest. She was a consolation prize. Um and yeah, I mean, again, not really that much happened. That guy, I can't remember his name. One sec, let me try to think of his name. Brando. It's such an odd fucking name that it was just like, I was doing a review yesterday and I was sitting there trying to think of his name and it just did not come to me. But yeah, Brando. But yeah, Brando was talking to Harmony, and that conversation just didn't really seem like it went too much anywhere, except for the simple fact that when Jason was talking to her, he felt like there was just something off about her. Jason has he has a good sense. He can sit there and read people very fucking well, and he automatically knew that there was something off about her. Hell, even Brandon knew there was something off about Harmony when he was talking to her. And Jason went to the hospital, talked to I think her name is actually Kelly, but they call her Tate Willow. Talked to Willow and was like, listen, there's something up with your mom. I think she's up to some shady shit. So they was talking, comparing notes and stuff like that. Um I feel like I'm missing a couple of things. Shit. I think I was supposed to do that. You know, fuck it. We're just gonna talk about yesterday's episode. I feel like I missed some stuff with like. No, I did that review. I'm sorry. It's weird because I'm doing these reviews like in out of order because here's the thing. I'm anticipating a lot of these interruptions. So I watch my stuff on Hulu the next day, and a lot of times it's because of the interruptions and everything like that. They've been doing at least hospital commercial free, which is fucking great. But yeah, so because of that, I'm getting my reviews kind of mixed up a little bit. So thank you for your patience. Moving on. So in the beginning, this is weird. In the beginning, Alexis is there talking to Sam, and just talking and stuff like that. Nothing really major except for the simple fact that except for the simple fact that she was basically said she was going to talk to Jordan, and she has a lead on where Jordan's son is. So she went to Jordan, and Jordan was like, listen, let me do this my way. I'm the cop, and you're the parolee, and, pretty much played the whole fucking, power trip sort of thing. So that way Jordan can sit there and come in there, try to act all Billy badass and everything, and try to rescue her son herself. Here's the thing. This shit that I just do not like about Jordan, okay? She comes across, and maybe because the other actress played it better, but she comes across as very strong, very, headstrong and shit like that. I'm gonna do this all by myself. I don't need nobody's help and shit. But here's the thing: your son's life is in danger. Sometimes you have to put aside your pride and shit and be like, yo, listen, I need help. I can't do this by myself, and my son's life is on the line. But instead, she just goes in, she's about to go in the situation, gun blazing, by herself. And I'm like, I'm trying not to sit there and say the B word, but I know this shit's going to slip out a couple of times. So if it does, I apologize to any fans, any women that are sitting there watching it. But hell, I mean, come on, let's be honest. Sometimes a woman will call another woman a bitch. So, but I mean, she just, I felt like she was just going to go into the situation headstrong, just going there, guns blazing and stuff. And then towards the end, Harmony stopped and was like, listen, we got to talk. And I feel like in today's episode, it's going to be, she's not going to go in there headstrong. My prediction is that she's going to ask Sonny for help. She's going to begrudgingly ask Sonny for help and be very bitchy about it. And Sonny's going to be like, you know what, listen. It's your son, so I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna put aside your insults and the fact that, you know what, I just want to take this guy down. Because let's be clear, both of them can't really do it by themselves. They can't. They can't really do it by. I feel like Sonny would actually have the most chance of doing it, but if he can't do it, Jordan's not gonna be able to do it. So, Jordan needs to put her shit aside and actually work with Sonny. Yeah, not really much else. The kids were sitting there talking about, are they okay and stuff like that. Cameron was talking about his, practically PTSD. And, right in that moment, he was going to sit there and try to make a move on Jocelyn. And that's when, Trina showed up. So, yeah. Constellation Prize. I feel like, so yeah, Nell came in there. She was sitting there spending time with her son. You know the sad thing that really sucks? Under normal circumstances, I would be sitting there trying to root for the mother and shit. I mean, granted, I'd be rooting for the father too, depending on who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, whatever. But now it's just the type of person that just, you don't know how much she loves the kid. You don't know if she loves the kid because she actually loves the child, or she loves the child because it's her possession. Like, she doesn't treat him as a son. She treats him as a shiny commodity and a way to like stick it to Michael and Carly. And that just is like, wow. But the scene was really funny though. So Chase came in, called Chase over, and she was like, oh, they was like, oh, what are you doing? You trying to get your cop friend to like intimidate me? And you know, they played it up really well. It was actually a pretty fucking funny scene. Every now and then, I gotta hand it to GH for playing a scene that's actually really funny. And I don't want to butcher the joke, but it's one of those things that you gotta watch. How they play it off, like how they banter between like Chase and I can't think of his name. Michael and Chase. How they play it, how they like play off each other is really funny in that scene. So I gotta hand it to him on that. Alexis saw Neil. Nothing happened. I don't know what the hell is going on with that whole thing. I don't know if they're gonna see each other in secret and then they're gonna bust the culprit or whatever. But this whole back and forth bullshit, it just needs to fucking like just see other people or something. And the sad part is that Alexa's options are limited. Okay, it's either Julian or nobody. They bring in Nell as a love interest, but this whole this whole back and forth shit, it's like, yo, find a fucking like, we're gonna put Julian back in the situation so it could be a love triangle or something, because Alexa's options are short to non-existent. And personality aside, because sometimes she can be great and sometimes she can be just really irritating. I remember in the beginning, and I'm gonna go off a tangent for a little bit. In the beginning, she used to do this whole playing a whole feminist thing up to the point where I felt like it was getting toxic to other women that were watching it, and they were feminists, and they were just like, yo, we get it, like, chill the fuck out. But now I felt like that whole, blaming a man shit or whatever for something is wrong, all the time. I felt like they kind of downplayed that after a while. So for the most part, the personality is pretty chill. It's manageable at best. But looks wise, yeah, she looks good. I'm not gonna lie, she looks good. Shit. Cougar definitely comes to mind. Her and Diane are definitely, and since they don't really show Diane that much, yeah, she's definitely my top Cougar. I'll give it to her over Carly. And Carly looks good, don't get me wrong, but my top Cougars, no, I actually have to sit there and put it at Ava. So Ava, Alexis, and then it just kind of trickles down. But that aside, they need to find her somebody. This is the thing, they need to find her somebody, or they need to like do something, because this back and forth, oh, we're gonna see each other, we're gonna talk, and we just happen to always run into. I get it. Port Charles is a very small space, and they frequently run into each other, either the Metro Court or Charlie's, or whatever that place that Maxie's parents own, the Rib or some shit like that, or Kelly's. But damn, this shit is just getting annoying. But yeah, again, not really that much of what was going on. Sad thing is, I have to sit there and say, this is another one of those episodes that's very skippable. Very skippable. I'm going to put that in the comment section. I'm going to put that in the title. So, even if you clicked onto it and you watched my video a little bit, you can sit there and be like, alright, cool, I can skip this shit and just move on to the next. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for, the recap of GH. I wouldn't even call this a review, it's just more of a recap. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start titling this shit recap. Which, by the way, if anybody that is watching my videos, please share it. Because for whatever odd reason, whenever I type in GH review or recap, there's only one person, there's only one video that comes up that does reviews, and it's not mine. And I can't even sit there and say it's just numbers, because granted, this guy's, you know what, I'm just gonna sit there and, I'm gonna go on YouTube for a minute. Just because I need to get my point across real quick, and I don't really want to pause it, but, so when I type up General Hospital Review, there's only one person that comes up, and that's, Brock TV. Really good at his job. I watch his reviews sometimes a lot, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. He actually put one up too. His numbers are high as shit. So, you know, as far as that goes, I would sit there and say, okay, cool, that makes sense. If his reviews, like if his numbers are higher than mine, then I can get why his shit is up there. But my shit is just not up there at all as far as reviews goes. It's just not up there. And it's weird because I would sit there and say, okay, if it's a numbers thing, then I can get it. But if you watch my channel, or if you look at some of my channel's content, I also do bubblegum videos. Now, I do bubblegum videos, and when you type in like man bubblegum video review or whatever, or bubblegum video, my shit comes up there. And even the top one is like 50. And there's another guy that does a ASMR bubblegum video, and his shit is way higher than mine, but yet my shit comes up. So my point is, just to help out the channel a little bit, which I really appreciate, and I appreciate I appreciate anyone that actually watches my GH reviews, just to share it and like, because that definitely does help. Cool. That definitely does help out the channel. If I get some likes or whatever, I kind of start to get more reviews and stuff like that. Because to be honest, I would definitely love to do this. I love watching GH. Even at times when I'm just like, I'm just gonna get into another episode of GH, and it always, I'm not gonna lie, it starts to hit that nice good sweet spot around the 23rd minute of the show. My point is, I definitely want to get more people watch my reviews, because I want more people to, you know, tell me stuff that they like, stuff they didn't like. Is my reviews too long? I'm going on 18 minutes now, and it sucks because I feel like a hypocrite, because I said that the other guy's reviews is long as shit, but he's also very passionate at what he does, so I can't knock him for that. And I want to kind of start to keep my reviews at least like 10 minutes or under. So if you think that that's what you want to see, reviews like 10 minutes or under, let me know. If you want to see reviews that are longer and more in depth, I can do that too, clearly, because I love the show. So either way, just let me know down in the comment section. Like, subscribe, comment, share, because that helps out. Till next time, thanks, and sorry these reviews again are coming out late, but it's just with the whole interruptions and shit, I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just watch it on Hulu. Because I don't like watching it. The thing is, I don't like watching it on demand, because you can't skip to the commercials. I mean, you can't skip to certain parts of the episode. At least with Hulu, you can't skip the commercials, but you can skip to shit that you already seen. So, again, till next time.